Hey, good morning, Monday morning. Good Monday morning from the office. I am your host, BKP. Left my glasses on the coffee table this morning, but that'll be okay. Welcome to July 1st, 2019. This is 4th of July week, which will be Thursday. I'm not going to get into, because this is where I get in a lot of trouble, like communities that celebrate and do 4th of July fireworks on Saturday, on Friday, parades. I just want to say, from me, 4th of July is Thursday. Period. How about the soldiers that maybe would have fought for our independence, or the founding fathers that had the guts to sign? Do you realize the minute they signed that document, oh Lord, the king would be hot, jumping mad, jumping. Those damn people are out of line over there. We got to do something about it. Anyhow, what if they, I'll be there Tuesday, I'll be there Thursday. Nope, 4th of July is Thursday. So, hey, anyhow, that was my little something. Let's get serious, and I mean this. Let's get serious. I don't want to take the time to go over whether Kamala Harris is black. I'm serious. That's serious. Not yet. Not yet. We will later in the show. The dumbasses, and this is serious, the dumbasses, any media that you are watching, deep state media this morning, and the dumbasses are spinning their heads off, okay, over Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, stepping over into North Korea, okay? Now, Josh, I told you earlier, I sent you a lot today to work with, okay? Do you have 71? Okay, if you have 71, go ahead and put it up when you do. Now, this is the line. We're going to be serious, because I want to take on the dumbass media. Totally dumbass. You see, first of all, President Trump has to engage. So every time the media comes on, it says he is negotiating, he is talking to, he is coddling this evil dictator that's killing his own people, that is kills his brother, kills his enemies. Okay? They will not provide you the real news. So this is not going to be boring, but I want to directly go at the deep state media that is continually going crazy that President Trump is coddling. Photo op. This is called a photo op. Now, what you see there is the demilitarized zone. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And that concrete barrier is the line. President Donald J. Trump is standing in South Korea, okay? Kim Jong-un is standing in North Korea. They like each other. Trump has to do two things. Remember, President Barack Hussein Obama, okay, told Trump what will keep you up at night is North Korea. So we're going to go into a couple things that the media won't talk about. Asia is a tinderbox. Now, they keep talking about Iran, okay? All right, well, they keep talking about Iran. I get it. But Asia could be set off at any minute. North, South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, Russia, got to keep an eye on Russia up there, China, negotiation over tariffs, economic territory. There's so much there. Asia is could happen at any time. Trump had to defuse it. Okay, so we haven't seen the results from their denuclearization or agreement with Trump. You know what? They're not quite shooting nuclear warheads over the top, or missiles, of Japan right now, okay? They're not quite putting Seoul, South Korea on alert right now, okay? So let me tell you something. when it comes to Japan and South Korea, have you ever stopped to look at the number of military troops? What if this guy wiped out Seoul, South Korea? We'll get into that in a minute. Just wiped it out overnight. Do you realize the dumbass media have absolutely no care whatsoever for the U.S. military men and women in Japan, is it Okinawa, and Seoul, South Korea, or all of South Korea? No compassion whatsoever. Well, if this little guy just got mad, Trump has to engage. Trump has two choices. What he's doing now, taking his time, killing him with kindness, accepting the guy as a person. I understand. Oh, he's an evil dictator that kills us. Look, the only way to stop his people from starving and maybe bring this country along into the next century is for what Donald J. Trump is doing now. He's being praised all over the world. Do you realize the true area that does not like, or when I say does not like Trump, that our deep state media tries to spin is in Europe? You ever notice it's European leaders and European allies? They love Donald Trump in Asia. They love him in Japan. They love him in Vietnam. They love Donald Trump in Vietnam. They love Donald Trump in Seoul, South Korea, in Indonesia, Philippines. I guarantee that. And I'm going to explain why. First, can we go to that video? Let's do the little video of President Trump stepping over that line. Let's do that. Okay, can we get there? Yeah. Yeah, the one from Twitter that I told you I wanted early on. Tell me, you got that? All right, there you go, Jeff.
It used to be very dangerous, very dangerous. After our first summit, all of the danger went away.
You are terrific people. You've done a fantastic job, and we're with you all the way. You know that. Would you like me to step in class? I'd be very proud of you. Okay, let's do it.
I said, hey, I'm over here. I want to go over to Chairman Kim. And we got to meet and thank you. The relationship that we've developed has meant so much to so many people. And I want to thank you. It's been great. It's been great.
Folks, that absolutely brings tears to my eyes. I would like for you to Google sometime today how many men we lost in the Korean War. Not a conflict, the Korean War. I'd like for you to see that. I'd like for you to see how many North Koreans were lost, how many South Koreans were lost, how many Chinese. Trust me, is it something like 3 million? I don't know. Google it. Seriously, it's big numbers. Okay? Eisenhower put that demilitarized zone together there. Dwight D. If I remember, we'll go into that in just a minute. The Peace House was set there. You do realize the war is not, it's an armistice agreement. I tried to pronounce that 3 times. You do realize there's just an agreement between North and South, but there's no peace treaty. Do you realize the war is not officially over? That had to shoot the Secret Service's nerves. That had to shoot the U.S. military's nerves. I mean, it just did. I mean, I think they all have guts. I'm not taking them to task. But just think, I mean, the U.S. military was in 1953. Let me go there for just a minute. It was created in, let's see, 1953. Wow, I remember that. 1953, it was created there. And there's never been a president. Now let's absorb this for a minute. There's never been a president walk across that line First president, 1953, that walked into North Korea. Our president of the United States was in North Korea. A country that officially we are still at war with. A country, a very dark country that when he walked in, I'm not saying something could have happened, but you realize our military was set and ready. Our Secret Service was set and ready. Trump had a set. Now, I know you don't like that, but I have to tell you, he had, now, this guy here, and just going into there, here's number 76. And I'm not making light of it. There's Obama looking in. So that's North Korea. Yeah. That's it. What a visual. What a visual this morning of this young boy. Oh my God, Cory Booker's going to tweet at me now that I said boy. I mean, that was offensive. Sorry about that, Mr. President Barack Hussein Obama. This is him looking in. Okay? Number 77. There's the military pointing. Yes, that's the place right over there that you don't have a set of balls big enough to walk across. I know, that was wrong, That you do not have the nerve to go across. That's it right over there. I know, but it's okay if Cory Booker says SH asterisk, and it's okay, forget it, we're not going there. So anyhow, so let's look at a couple things in the Asian 28. And I want to stay serious for a minute because the media is not going to do this. All right, we did a segment here on 24 years of failed policy. Here you go. This is a quick map. This is North and South Korea. If you go to the far top of North Korea, you'll see a small sliver of border with Russia. How come you didn't smack Vladimir Putin across the chops and say, hey, don't meddle in our election? Why'd you make fun of it? Oh, yeah, that's what I really need to do because right now I have this whole North Korean, nuclear missile situation, tariffs with China, sanctions on Russia. We will get to that. Now, look at North Korea. See the Chinese border? Look at the Russian border. Look at North Korea. Look at Seoul, South Korea. Now, I'm not for sure. I'm just going to take a shot. Seoul, South Korea is 28 miles from the border. Okay? So let me look at this very quickly. Folks, the President of the United States, dumbass. They are total dumbasses. These the media. It's let me fly on the damn plane with you, Mr. President, so we can tell the world the damn truth. Instead of letting these dumbasses ride with you. Seoul, South Korea, right there, 28 miles, okay? Let me give you just two things. We're going to go over just a couple quick things. The population of Seoul, South Korea in 2016 is estimated, this is 2016, at 10.29 million people. Over 10 million people 28 miles from that North Korean border. Well, Trump is just wanting a picture with an evil, cruel dictator. No, maybe he wants to save the life of 10.2 million people that this guy was ready to take out. They love this guy in Seoul, South Korea. I don't care what you say, no matter what media tells you. Let me tell you something. When Barack Obama was looking over, no joke, can you just grab any one of those? I don't care. And then go back to this one. I know I sent you a lot. And this is not joking. When Barack Hussein Obama is looking over and not joking around, South Korea is wondering what day they're going to be attacked. Don't forget, remember in that White House meeting, supposedly Barack Obama said, what will keep you up night is North Korea. Trump's doing the gentle, when you have a hostage crisis, okay? You have negotiators trained, okay, to go talk quietly to them. When you have somebody out on the ledge ready to jump, they train negotiators to go say, hey, you want to live. There's so much, I mean, you can take that serious if you want. Trump's using the negotiator look, you guys want to live approach. There's no reason to set off something that's going to just destroy every country around. He is taking them down. He got, whether you want to believe it or not, he got Chairman Kim to climb back in the window. Use that visual. You know, don't launch anything at Japan. Don't launch anything at South Korea. Climb back in the window. Come in. Talk to us. Okay? I'm serious. I'm not making fun. That's where he's at. Because Trump had two decisions. Choices, period. Donald Trump had to engage. Had to. No choice. Clinton failed. Madeleine Albright, the plastic Walmart flowers, okay. Dennis Rodman's failed. Came the closest. Do you believe that our foreign policy in North Korea, the closest we've come to doing something productive is Dennis Rodman? Holy mackerel. Anyhow, failed, okay? George W. Bush failed at many things. Barack Hussein Obama failed. Nobody could. Trump got him to come off the ledge and get back in the room, whether you like it or not. He had two choices. Wipe the man clear off the face of the earth and start all over in North Korea. And trust me, China and Russia up there were not going to be happy with that. If they would have American influence that strong on those two borders, you would have had a problem. You got to remember, the dumbass, I mean the absolute dumbass media, never talks about how many Chinese were killed in this original war. Okay? Go Google it. So China doesn't want to send another 1 million people down there. They don't. They don't want people killed anymore. So they're going to try to work things out. Russia, but they don't want American influence that close to their border. So the first thing Trump had to do was threaten to wipe the man off the face of the earth. Look, I'll wipe you off the face of the earth. Rocket Man, don't play no games because I will. All right? And then he started sending messages. Look, you don't want that. You don't want what I can do. My button is bigger than your button. Don't play games. My button works. Remember that? My button works. Don't play games, dude. Don't play games. It ain't worth it. Okay? And he's got him nicely patting him on the back, talking. That's my opinion. Now, the other thing, President Trump also takes into consideration, like I said, that just over 10 million people live 28 miles south of this evil dictator. Let's say another thing, all right? Let me just throw this out here. 23,468. Now, this is on Google, so I don't know if I can trust it. 23,000. Now, I don't know out of the 10.29 million, excuse me, if they include our soldiers, but we have 23,468 American soldiers in South Korea. 23,468 soldiers in South Korea. Now, we haven't even talked about Japan, Okinawa. We haven't talked about how many people are in Tokyo that this guy could shoot a missile. Not even close. We just stayed right here. Maybe Trump is concerned about that. Now, remember this right here, because we have to carry the boring load of some of this stuff. And here is, let's go with, do you have, can I get number, I could have sworn I sent it to you, but maybe I didn't. I think it was a Google pic. All right, it was a Google pic. I'm almost positive, and it didn't come through. So get me, that was 71. Let's go with this right here because I did. No, 30. Give me number 30, okay? All right? So This is Joe Biden and Hunter Biden getting off the plane. All right? Now, Joe Biden with Barack Hussein Obama's administration and his son, Hunter Biden, that secured the only deal by a Chinese-owned, well, they're all Chinese-owned, but the Chinese government gave Hunter Biden like $1.5 billion equity into his business. This is actually Joe and Hunter getting off the plane in China. Do you ever, the dumbass media, do you ever stop to think of what this president of the United States is trying to correct around the world? These two were so corrupt. Obama was so corrupt. While this was going on, the Japanese, my friend, and the South Koreans were begging the Asian area there, okay, Asia, we'll just call it Asia for a fact, but in South Asia, they were begging the Barack Obama administration, begging Joe Biden, do something about this. But Barack, they glossed over it. They allowed China to just tell them anything and do anything because they didn't want the tensions. I'm serious. If you think that Japan, South Korea, anybody in the South Asian Sea there liked Barack Hussein Obama and and Joe Biden. Now, everyone, and we'll go there later, every single one of these Democrat candidates that are coming out, let me go here, because let me tell you something, this is the biggest bunch of BS that the media could spin. They're going to try to do everything they can to stop this president from getting reelected. We'll talk about the meddling in the election. Number 60. Okay, we're going to come back to that picture. Don't lose that one. Yahweh. Is that what their name is? Talks resume in China, U.S.-China trade war. Kudlow says U.S. and China have agreed to 90%. Yahweh. Folks, do you think that Yahweh just started operating? Or do you think during the 8 years of Barack Hussein Obama and Joe Biden that they had full range to steal any and every bit of intellectual property we have in this country? How come we now, why if President Trump agrees to parts, that we can sell parts, but not technology? Oh my God, that'll set us all the way back. We better not even discuss that. Oh, that's a deal breaker. Why was it not, I will say to you, Marco Rubio, why was it not Republicans? Why was it not Democrat candidates? A deal breaker for 8 years that you knew. Don't let them lie to you about this company. They knew for 8 years. Go back to that picture. Well, there's Joe Biden and Hunter getting off the plane saying, hey, we're here. Steal all the intellectual property you want. Remember the other night on the debate stage? China is one of a great, China, a great threat. What is a great threat? China. Well, hell. China was a great threat while you were praising Barack Hussein Obama. Now, if you look at this right here, here's what President Trump knows. Let's go to number 62. We'll just pick one out, all right? All right. Trump makes history at demilitarized zone with Kim Jong-un, first sitting president to cross the North Korea. Okay, there's Chairman Kim, all right? Media is just gone crazy. We will get into how crazy in just a minute. Remember this right here, folks? Number 26. Do you know what that is? Well, that's an aerial view of a military island, man-made military island in the South China Sea. Is it South China Sea? man-made, in international waters, that Japan complained to the United States. Go Google the complaints to the United States, our former, the black president, and the white guy as VP. You know, you think that, here's what happened. No humor right now. Well, President Obama lived at the White House. I wonder if a bus picked up Joe Biden and actually bussed him over to the meetings. Anyhow, they begged, our allies in Asia begged. Now you keep hearing NATO, and you keep hearing that the media wants to slap the crap out of Vladimir Putin over meddling in our elections. But this is the same media that wants to tell you that they're educated enough to bring you information on a daily basis, that don't look at the top of North Korea with that Russian border and that big China border. Anyhow, that being said, Japan begged the Obama-Biden administration to put a halt to that. China said, we're just building islands out there. Our rich folk are going to go there. They're going to get, they're going to drink Mai Tais. They're going to have, a luau. They're going to do the whole thing out there. It's going to be a destination, a vacation destination for our people. Look at those two inlets that hide their military equipment. Those are military bases, folks. Military bases. Let's go to 27. Here it would happen to be another one. There's a nice shot of an aerial view of not in Chinese waters. The argument that Japan made is that's in their area, their water, international. China just said the hell with everything because we got Biden's son and we got Joe Biden for $1.5 billion. We got Barack. Yahweh is stealing everything. Barack Obama's cool, all right? He's still he is fine as long as nobody bothers him. And we are stealing every single thing we can over his 8 years, not to count Clinton's or George W.'s, whether you want to put it like that. But the last 8 years with Obama has been a dream come true for our quest of world domination. Yeah, China's quest for world domination. The Asia could go off at any time. 2 military bases. There's several islands, man-made islands. For what reason in the South China Sea? What reason? Their quest to take over all of the area, Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, North and South Korea, eventually Japan. Wonder why. See, let me tell you something. We're going to go to break. I've run long, but let me tell you something right here. Go to 71. President Donald J. Trump knows every bit of that. Every single bit of that he knows. When he walked into, every single bit of that he knows when he walked up to that line. And I'm trying to find something else that the media has gone nuts over this morning. Or I was trying to find a clip. Wait a minute, hold on. Hang on, I got to go to break. So, number 31. Trump steps foot into North Korea, lavishes praise on Kim. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's negotiating. Because everything I told you this morning, what China's done, everything I've told you this morning, 8 years that Yahweh has stolen, everything I told you this morning about Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, and the corruption of the Obama administration with China and those islands out there, okay, everything I told you this morning with look at over 10 million people just in Seoul, South Korea, that he has threatened to clear off the face of the earth. What about our 23,000 soldiers? Everything I told you, demilitarized zone, everything I have told you this morning concerning how many Chinese died in the Korean War, Japan, Okinawa. See, that man right there, but the media, Trump steps foot, lavishes praise on Kim, says he would absolutely invite him to the White House. Mr. President, bring him to the White House. If that's what you think you got to do next, do it, because I think you're on the right track. I think you know and your team knows how sensitive that entire region is and how things could go up overnight and how we have to have enough influence in the region to bring this threat to a halt. I'm your host, BKP. I ran long. We are going to stay on this when we get back. We are going to get to Kamala Harris. Is she black? Is she white? Is she brown? Is she the first black female president? What the hell is she? And you know what I missed? I missed the pictures of all the pride parades. They're no longer the gay pride. They're pride parades in all the Muslim countries. I missed that. So, and I missed that representative in Michigan and that representative in Minnesota. I don't remember their names. I miss them being like the grand marshal in the pride parades. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. And with our maximum discount guarantee, nobody else comes close. Now save up to $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or choose 0% financing for 72 months, or save up to $7,000 off Colorado crew cabs. The new truck selection is huge, and the discounts are unbeatable at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's always Truck Month.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. Sorry for the brief delay there. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, we were talking this morning about the relevance of the media, or lack of relevance. Now, let's try to pull this together. And I don't know if I can. Is Joe Biden done? Do you think he's done, over with? Is Kamala Harris the front runner? I just want to know. Now, do you have the video that is it clearly marked, the video that where Trump is supposed to be asking Vladimir Putin not to meddle in our election? Okay. Go ahead. Let's run this. The media's going nuts over this, right? Go ahead.
It's a great honor to be with President Putin, his representatives, my representative. We have many things to discuss, including trade and including some disarmament, some little protectionism perhaps in a very positive way. And we're going to discuss a lot of different things. We've had great meetings. We have a very, very good relationship. And we look forward to spending some very good time together. A lot of very positive things going to come out of the relationship. Thank you.
Mr. President, are you going to ask Vladimir Putin not to meddle in our 2020 elections? Mr. President, are you going to ask him not to? Yeah, okay. Would you? All right. Don't meddle in our election. Are you happy now? I'm over here at the G20. I got farmers in Iowa. I got friggin' farmers in Iowa wanting to know if I can get this, or out west or wherever they are, can I get the soybean, exports up? I got farmers, beef, dairy. I've got people all over the United States. Car parts. Mr. President, are you going to tell Vladimir Putin? Yeah, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him, don't meddle in our election. Oh, by the way, all right, I may make a move in Iran. You need to know that. I may make a move in Iran. I'm not for sure what's going to happen. But if I do, you better not get involved. You better stay out. And plus, if you want me to release sanctions on you and you don't want things to get worse, we need to talk about your border with North Korea and you smuggling goods into North Korea through your 28-mile border you have with them. Mr. President, will you tell him not to meddle in our election? Would you please? Yeah, don't meddle in the election. See, they can't take that. They want the president that looks over and says, we have a lot of important issues to discuss, and that would be one of them, of many that are on the list that we do need to discuss. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for saying you'll discuss the meddling. President Trump, the United States of America, we have a full, complete, competent team working on foreign meddling in our elections. That has there's never been a time in our history that we've had as many people and as many agencies with the support of the President of the United States working on making sure that foreign countries cannot influence our elections. Period. It's Obama, people. Mr. President, Obama really screwed up the meddling thing? Are you going to fix it and talk to him? Well, now there's a question. President Barack Hussein Obama really screwed up. He let them meddle, and he knew they were meddling. Are you going to fix his screw up? No, you're never going to hear that question. No. I mean, nothing would make them happy as if President Trump would set up from that friggin' chair and just slap the shit out of Vladimir and say, now go ride your damn white tiger. I'm serious. Nothing would make them any happier. Let me tell you the fear that you need to have in the meddling. And you can see They're going to spin the narrative on everything. The whole exact North Korean peninsula, the Korean peninsula, the whole entire discussion has nowhere near is the media giving you the truth of what's happening. So let me go with this, okay? I had, I just had it. We're going to find it here. We're going to find it. I promise. We're going to find it here. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait for it. I don't want to talk about busing right now. And I don't want to talk about Kamala Harris being black right now, okay? And I don't want to talk about Joe Biden and his gay waiter slip up, okay? Now, I want to get, I'm working on truth, okay? Now, number 46, this all ties together, okay? This is a lie. Trump floats delaying 2020 census for citizenship question. The president said he has asked lawyers if it is possible to delay the 2020 census no matter how long. This is not true. Here's what the president of the United States does, okay? This is why I should get an interview. I should get an interview with him. I mean, I should. Because this is what the president of the United States does. He asks his legal counsel every possible option. Can you legally delay this? Can you legally do this? He wants an answer for every possible option. They spin it. What we understand here, the only legal thing he can do, not stop the census, I don't know, we'll see. The only legal thing he can do is delay the printing of the census. The printing. And because of the citizenship question. So number one, the crisis on the border. If Democrats could get, and this is just a small example, if Democrats could get as many as they can in this country, hundreds and hundreds of thousands, and then get them away from the border. This is why they're begging, it's cruelty, but get them in and get them away from the border ASAP and get them integrated into this country, another 300, 400, another million, that can be counted during the census. That's why they want the question off there. John Roberts, okay, screwed the American people on the question of Obamacare being legal. And he said it was a tax. You can't, it was a tax. Well, you can't force the American people. Well, it was a tax and the government had a right to levy a tax. John Roberts is never going to side with conservatives on the big issues. That's my opinion. Never. They have him. I think he has. I think they have blackmail material on him. I really do. I think that's why he shocked conservatives, Chief Justice Roberts, when he ruled on Obamacare. I think that's why he shocks conservatives once again, or I'm not shocked, by actually striking down the citizen question. Because he can't do it, because there's something that bad that he can't do it. That being said, John Roberts is not siding with the liberal judges. John Roberts is a liberal judge, or a moderate judge, period. Quit saying he sided with them. No, he didn't. Whatever these blackmail issues that I do think is happening, okay, they come up and he flips at things like this. So if you get 1 million people in here and they get counted, they want everything counted. You want to talk about manipulating an election? Mr. President, will you tell Vladimir Putin? How about telling the Democrats, don't take this crisis at the border? How about telling Democrats and George Soros to quit paying people to come north? Quit going down there with a campaign. They don't want to talk about that. Actually, in El Salvador, Honduras, and is it Nicaragua? What? Not Nicaragua. Honduras, and Guatemala. There's actually campaigns down there and money down there to get them to the Mexican border. And Trump's trying to tell Mexico, you stop it, and they are participating now. I've had it. But they're rushing them in. So Democrats are not going to tell George Soros. They're not going to tell the campaign in South America, the triangle there, okay? The Northern Hemisphere, the Northern Hemisphere is a triangle. They're not going to tell them to stop meddling in our election. This right here is one meddling in election. This is one major, the citizen question. Big time. They want to shift representation. They do. They want to shift. I think it's 94,000. You can Google it. 94 or 95,000 or somewhere around there. Representatives. Remember the last census, Georgia got a. The last census, Georgia got a new district, right? So anyhow, so here's the second meddling with elections. 47. Facebook. There you go. Facebook to ban misinformation about 2020 census. Facebook to ban misinformation about 2020 census. Interesting. And I didn't show the picture, but Google and YouTube, if you've not gone and watched the Project Veritas video, you're really missing out. So when it comes to asking Vladimir Putin, Mr. President, will you ask him not to meddle in our election? Yeah, don't meddle in the election. I mean, are you happy? Shut the hell up, all right? That's President Donald J. Trump, and I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm fine that he did. Hey, I wish the media would say, hey, one more time, we'll get off this subject. Here's the question I would like on foreign soil in front of a foreign president, legitimate or not. Mr. President, Barack Hussein Obama really screwed up the last elections by allowing Russia to meddle in them. He knew about it well in advance, and he did nothing. Will you reverse his course and do something about the meddling and stop what Barack Obama allowed, please, Mr. President? And also, will you stop the meddling that's being done in our elections by wanting to count illegals just for numbers on the census? And also, Mr. President, would you stop Facebook? Because Facebook says they're going to ban misinformation, but we know that's not really true. They're just going to only allow information they want about the census to get through and not the truth. And also, will you tell Google and YouTube that they can no longer demonetize conservatives and their meddling in the next election? Could you do that? Not a word. Crickets, crickets. I'm going to take a break. We're going to come back. We have the pride parades. We have debates that we didn't get to. Is Kamala Harris black? Joe Biden and his gay waiter comment. My God, we got a lot to unpack. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, Stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. And with our maximum discount guarantee, nobody else comes close. Now save up to $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or choose 0% financing for 72 months, or save up to $7,000 off Colorado crew cabs. The new truck selection is huge, and the discounts are unbeatable at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's always Truck Month.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Elijah next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Elijah next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, I'm your host BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. If you want to contact the show at any time, here is the way you contact the show: 706-889-9700, chief at fetchernews.com, and there are all the social media ways you can follow our show. Okay, so it seems like it doesn't get any better than this, okay? So here's number 79. Let's just go with 79. We'll go with Biden there. Wait a minute. Let's not go there. Let's go with this. Let's have some fun. Let's go with number 7. Okay. So the debate, we didn't get to talk very much on Friday about the debate. Here's Joe Biden. Okay. Is he done? Is he through? Now, Rush Limbaugh said he was done couple weeks ago. I haven't signed on. I said early on, Rush, I don't know. I don't agree. See, he could be controlled. This guy could be handled. China would love to see this. China would love to see this guy back in play. Because we have an effort. Everywhere the president goes, there's an entourage behind him telling everybody to wait President Trump out. It's absolutely disgusting. We are sabotaging our own foreign policy to try to have peace with our allies by somebody going behind an entourage to every country. Just wait this guy out. And this is who you can have. We can control him. Europe will love him. He will get back in the Paris climate deal. They will love him all across Europe. China will love him. Yahweh will have all your intellectual properties gone. So here's Joe, right, at the debate. Here's Kamala, number 8. You gotta love this. I was watching this. She's looking over, you know. There's Joe, here's number 9. When will this end? When will this end? Okay. Not yet, Joe. Because here's where Kamala says something and Joe looks over and says, look at here. I like to slap that shit out of you. That was Cory Booker's line. Oh my God, I just used Cory Booker's line. Cory Booker said that, and I had that in my mind. Oh my God, I didn't mean to say that. I guess I'll have to go to that pick. Let's go to number 10, and then we'll go to that. There. Ooh, I like to slap that black right off your chops, sister. Yeah, Joe was ticked right there. Who told you? You know I'm anointed. Who the hell told you could go and jump me? Now, this one I love. This is number 11, and I'll tell you what this is. I kept watching it over and over and trying to get it, but here's Joe's eyes, and I don't know if you could tell he's leaning back. He had to dodge one of Bernie Sanders' right-hand moves. When Bernie was given these, Joe had to dodge one, and that is what he did. He closed his eyes right before taking a punch. Oh, man. All right, so I guess what I have to do, since I had the slip of the tongue, because I think what I have to do right now is I have to, let's see, Is it this one? Let me see which one it is. Where, you know. Yeah, let's go. Number 55. I'm sorry, folks. I wasn't going to say SH. I was actually going to say SH asterisk asterisk because we don't want our children to hear that word, right? Cory Booker tweeted out, Kamala Harris doesn't have SH asterisk asterisk to prove. Now, I did not set that up. I just accidentally slapped the She doesn't have to prove. Dems defend Harris. They defend her after racial attacks on social media. Okay. So, all right. So anyhow, Joe, we have all of his. Let's get the Joe Swalwell. Let's go to number 3. I love this one. He said, "Give me a torch. Give me a torch. I will carry it in a pride parade. Just give me the torch. I was 6 years old when you said you would give me the torch." Who the hell is this kid, right? So we get through all that. So let's go back to Joe on number 7. All right. And Biden put his foot in his mouth. There's 2 things I want to do here. Biden put his foot in his mouth with gay waiter comment at Pride Weekend fundraiser. Now, these are the gaffes. I do not want him to leave the race. I don't. I do not want Joe Biden to leave the race. I mean, Joe, it's just like, remember the 7-Eleven? You have to speak another language. You go into 7-Eleven. I love that one. I love that because, see, Biden's gaffes have an ounce of truth, and it messes people up. So Biden puts his foot in his mouth at a gay. Joe Biden continues to dig holes for himself. I love this article. When even he means well, he meant well. During a campaign fundraiser in Seattle on Saturday, the former vice president tried to illustrate how far the United States has come when it comes to treatment of LGBT community. But he apparently missed the mark. Biden claimed that just 5 years ago, could you hear Joe? I mean, I don't have the audio on it. Is it out there somewhere? It's just 5 years ago. It would have been acceptable. Acceptable. That's the word to guy. For a businessman to make fun of a gay waiter. So you're a businessman. You take a couple guys out to lunch. You're having a lunch and you're having a couple of drinks. And you're cutting a major business deal. And, you know, the guy looks and says, hey, check out the gay waiter. He's a gay waiter. You think the waiter is gay? Really? Wow. So Biden says, fun of a gay waiter. Those in attendance at the event, which took place at the home of a public relations executive and gay rights activist, Roger Nunes, made it clear that was not the case, at least not in their city. Not in Seattle. People called out claiming that homophobic comments would not have been condoned in 2014. The point of Biden's remarks delivered at the LGBT community and their allies celebrating Pride Weekend was the United States has made progress. He said the hypothetical businessman he spoke of would not be invited back today. Joe said, hey, it hadn't even been 5 years ago. You know, a businessman would have made fun of a gay waiter. Could you hear that, Joe? But we wouldn't let him come back today. Everybody relax. So Joe goes, it's Pride Weekend. It's July 1st, so Pride Week month is over, right? So Joe goes through Pride Weekend. Now, he's got this little thing. First of all, you know, they're trying to say that Kamala Harris is black. Now, Joe went after the debate, Joe went up with the black community. Now, let me show you this, okay? Here's number 78. Okay, here's just a picture of some busing. Okay. Now that is not Kamala Harris, but these are some brown students being bused across town to the white school. Here they come, man. We're bringing them right into the white school. All right. Number 79, here is Joe Biden right there. That's, now look, he's in, I don't know if he's in Congress or the Senate at that time, but that is the picture that they're using on the New York Times, what we know about Joe Biden's record on school busing. As a senator, Joseph R. Biden Jr. was a liberal on most civil rights issues, but he was also a leading opponent of integrating schools through busing in the 1970s and 80s, okay? So this came out June 28th. This is not an old article, all right? And let's talk about that for a minute. Now, you have a choice out there. Democrats are in a real box. Kamala Harris put them in a box. Are you telling me, okay, that Joe Biden is so racist? Are you telling me through the 70s what he did on his decisions on voting for busing, national busing standards against state rights, okay? Are you going to tell me the vetting for Barack Hussein Obama, that he would allow this racist into the White House for the last 8 years? That he would allow this gay bashing? Do you realize Joe Biden came out and supported, gay marriage kindly first before Obama publicly, and Obama had to agree with what Biden said? And really, we know the truth that Obama sent Biden out and says, hey, go tell everybody people should be able to love who they love and love the one they're with, right? Go do that today. And then I will have to come out and support you. So the LGBTQ community has to say that, President Barack Obama had this bigot. Kamala Harris has come out and said, hey, the biggest racist today in Cory Booker is Joe Biden, and Obama let him in the White House for 8 years. Joe actually went up with black voters. He did, because they're taking offense, my understanding, to the fact that you really are going after Joe Biden, not Joe Biden, Barack Obama. So they have a little bit of a problem there. Now, Kamala Harris, all right, number 8, Kamala Harris, there you go, number 8. Kamala Harris is not African American. Now, I'm going to say that nicely. She's not black. She's not. I mean, Indian, Jamaican, we're not going to go into that. She's not black. Okay? Kamala Harris is not a daughter of a slave. Kamala Harris would legally have to pay the reparations. She would have to pay the reparations she's endorsing, not collect the reparations. If reparations were focused on descendants of direct slaves, she doesn't get a dime. But she's playing the black card. Bottom line, she's playing the black card. That she's a black candidate. That she's a poor black child that went to, school on a bus during segregation. Okay? Let me tell you who else is not slave descendant black. That's the way we'll put it. Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama's mom was white and his dad was from Kenya. And yes, you can argue back and forth whether he was born in America or not. It's irrelevant. So Kamala Harris is not American slave descendant, period. She's not black. All right? Barack Hussein Obama was not American slave descendant. But his dad was from Kenya, and he could actually go around, maybe you'd say he was African American. So the black community gave him that. My guess is I wonder if the black community will allow Kamala Harris to be the second time they get taken advantage of. All right? She could attack all day long. Now, let's go with busing. All right? Now, let's go with 78 for just a minute. It's the right thing to do. Resegregation. Are we going to go through resegregation in this country? We had desegregation. Are we going to go through resegregation? How are our schools going to be integrated? Our community schools should be integrated. Okay? How are our schools going to be integrated? Let me put this in perspective and we'll take a break because I don't want to, I've got some other stories I want to get to. Here's one thing. Fannin County, and I looked at the map last night. I went to the map last night. I mean, you know, not 1% of Fannin County, Georgia is black. Not a full percent of Gilmer County, Georgia is black. Union County, Pickens County. Let's throw Dawson, White, Lumpkin. Let's just throw all those counties in there. You think I've lost my mind? Busing. Do you realize busing just became an issue in the 2020 campaign? You see, in Fannin County, let's just say 80% of Fannin County voted for Donald J. Trump. Do you realize if they could push that down to 70, which is 10, or 72%, if they could push these counties down 8% at a time, you see what they want is they're going to identify, and this is going to just really infuriate people. They are going to identify public schools that get federal funds. And they're going to start telling you you don't have enough minorities to meet certain standards. If a Democrat like Kamala Harris is elected tomorrow, she will put federal standards in place for the Department of Education that says that your demographics in your school system have to be X for you to get federal funding. If you know, this is where you think I'm just leaping off the deep end of the pool and I can't swim. Now, let me tell you something. I know this is so far, not fetched, this is so far off you can't see this. But if she was elected and Donald Trump is not elected, Kamala Harris, even Joe Biden, okay, they know to end the democracy as you know it, to end this country, to end your ability to ever have a Republican president, what they have to do is they have to take rural counties. They're not stupid. Busing did not come up by accident. I told you 2 weeks ago. What did I tell you 2 weeks ago? If you think Joe Biden went and praised two segregationists of able to work with them, and the audio was released, and there was an outcry just in time for that debate, and Kamala Harris looked over at him and said, I was that little girl. I don't believe a bit of that was spontaneous. Not a bit of it. I believe everything has been put together. Now, if this lady could become president or a Democrat, they have to end rural America as you know it. You better listen. There's a reason why it came up. Now, people will say, Well, are you saying that we should bus black students all the way from Atlanta to Fannin County? Are you saying we should bus black students from this area or that area to Fannin County or Gilmer County or whatever? They won't particularly say they want to put kids on a bus for an hour and a half a day. But here's what they need to do. They need to move the asylum seekers into your community as fast as they can to change demographics. They need to move black families into your county ASAP to change demographics. Now, let me just say something. I want to be clear. If you are an American citizen, you got it. This is the big spot there. If you're an American citizen in the United States of America, husband, wife, whatever, let's just go with that, and you're a black family in America, and you drove up to North Georgia this weekend to go rafting or cook out or whatever, and you really enjoyed it, and you get a realtor and you buy a house, my word, you know what my word is? Welcome. Glad to have you. Okay? But if the government tries to change the demographics of rural America, because that's how they lost last time, I got a problem with that. You got to catch on to what they're truly trying to do. You see, here's the thing. Democrats they play a long game. They do. And they don't play just for today. They play for tomorrow. And one of their biggest things they got to do to get state legislators, to get state governor seats, and to get the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the White House is end rural America as you know it. And you are welcoming them in, unbeknownst to you, like you've never seen before, because guess what you won't turn down? The money. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
It's always Truck Month at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. And with our maximum discount guarantee, nobody else comes close. Now save up to $11,000 off Silverado crew cabs, or choose 0% financing for 72 months, or save up to $7,000 off Colorado crew cabs. The new truck selection is huge, and the discounts are unbeatable at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where it's always Truck Month.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
Welcome to Mountain Valley Motors. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles available, plus a wide selection of quality used vehicles. Located at 7535 Appalachian Highway in Blue Ridge, we treat the needs of each individual customer with paramount concern. We know that you have high expectations, and as a car dealer, we enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those standards each and every time. Allow us to demonstrate our commitment to excellence. Our experienced sales staff is eager to share its knowledge and enthusiasm with you. We encourage you to browse our online inventory, schedule a test drive, and investigate financing options. Visit us online or call us at 706-516-1053.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. While the media is following President Donald Trump around, we have our gay pride, the LGBTQF for flamers. There were on full display. Yes, there's been the question, is Kamala Harris black? And let's go with number 38. Number 38, Donald Trump. Don's tweet was simply him asking if it was true that Kamala Harris was half Indian, because it's not something he had ever heard before. And once he saw that folks were misconstruing the intent of the tweet, he quickly deleted it. So he sent that out. Now, let me tell you something. Donald Trump knew he could not engage Kamala Harris with race. So Don Jr. is going to float some things from time to time. This is just politics, folks. Politics, okay? Number 39. Trump Jr. shares, then deletes tweet questioning Harris's racial identity, okay? Now, Cory Booker, we already read that one for you, okay? Don Jr., here is the tweet, number 59. Is this true? Wow. Okay. Ali Alexander Kamala Harris is not an American black. She is half Indian and half Jamaican. I'm so sick of people robbing American blacks like myself. So she happens to be black. I am so sick of people robbing American blacks like myself, something I just said, of our history. It's disgusting. Now using it for debate time at the Dem debate. Is this true? That's all that happened there, folks. And then we had Cory Booker, right? And Cory Booker. And here's all the ones. Number 54. There's Joe Biden. They all tweeted out Elizabeth Warren. The attacks against Kamala Harris are racist and ugly, just like the attacks against me when I lied to the American people about it being a Native American. Jay Inslee, Beto O'Rourke. Oh, by the way, this dumbass is campaigning. Just dumbass awards go to these. He's campaigning in Mexico, talking to the people that are seeking asylum. Oh, my God. We'll show you the picture. And there's Pete Buttigieg. Okay, but there's Cory Booker. Now, this past weekend, number 55, Cory Booker, Kamala Harris doesn't have SH *** to prove. The biggest concern that Kamala Harris had with SH *** this past weekend was stepping in it. I'm serious. Was stepping in it. Let me find it. Number 56. There she is. It's San Francisco. Talking about the tweets. Maybe she might. Were the gays in San Francisco not concerned in stepping in a pile of steaming hot poo-poo? Were they not? Number 56. McFly. There you go. There she is in her gay pride shirt, and she is cheesing because she says, man, I just dodged a steam. And there's number 57. Here's what she's probably doing. She's probably saying, hey, could somebody get the horse poop shovel out so we don't step in anything? Come on already, man. My shoes are $1,000 shoes. I can't be stepping in a steaming hot pile of you-know-what poo-poo in San Francisco. I'm saying that for a joke. Crazy as hell. Let me show you something. I can only show you a couple, all right? They want you, oh my God, they want you to believe that these pride parades were just so beautiful. 73. Oh, there you go. Bring your kids in and explain this one. You know what? They make a big deal of the attendance of these pride parades because it's the greatest freak show on earth. Greatest freak show on earth. Actually, this Pride Parade is not in Syria. This Pride Parade is not in Libya. This Pride Parade is not in Jordan. It's not in the UAB. This Pride Parade is not in the liberated Iraq. This Pride Parade is not in Iran. This Pride Parade is not in Saudi Arabia, Yemen. There's a lot of places this Pride... Oh, the Muslim. Oh, no Muslim countries do you have pictures of the Great Pride Freak Show Parade. No. Where is Omar? Okay, Representative Omar. I would figure that her inclusiveness, her what we want to say, tolerance of bacon and gays at the same time. She would have been eating a bacon sandwich and riding Grand Marshal in a gay parade in Minnesota somewhere. Even the lady up there in Michigan. I don't know. There's a couple. I mean, explain this. The greatest freak show. Oh, 74. There you go. Getting your hoochie dance on. These are the nicest ones I can put up. Okay? Greatest freak show on earth, man. They are crazy. They are bat crap crazy, these people. Number 75. Transgenders. Boys. You know what really ticked me off? And I got to figure out something because I didn't like it, okay? Hulu recognized Pride Month with an enormous amount of gay commercials. So either Hulu wanted you and I, and this is what's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, America. They want your children to watch live TV shows, and Pride Month, they want all of this stuff going on. So I don't know if they think I'm gay or what the hell, all right? I mean, they may see my zip code and I'm this close to Blue Ridge. I'm just saying. They do that by zip code. You can make fun of me if you want. I mean, maybe they think, oh, you're right on the edge. You're in Gilmer and Blue Ridge. It's a pretty gay kind of place. But they have makeup commercials for all these boys and stuff. I mean, transgender. They had some girl getting ready, some guy getting ready for a dance, had the makeup, and the dad was embracing the child. And it said Pride Month, trans or something. Holy crap. Holy crap. We have lost it, folks. Did you find a video? Yeah, let's do that one. Let's do that one. Let's go back. Now, this is crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. Go back. Go ahead.
States support a woman's right to an abortion. You all support some version of a government health care option. Would your plan cover abortion, Mr. Secretary?
Yes, it would. I don't believe only in reproductive freedom. I believe in reproductive justice. And, you know, what that means is that just because a woman, or let's also not forget someone in the trans community, a trans female, is poor, doesn't mean they shouldn't have the right to exercise that right to choose. And so I absolutely would cover the right to have an abortion. More than that, everybody in this crowd and watching at home knows that in our country today, a person's right to choose is under assault in places like Missouri, in Alabama, in Georgia. I would appoint judges to the federal bench that understand the precedent of Roe v. Wade and will respect it. And in addition to that, make sure that we fight hard as we transition our healthcare system to one where everybody can get and exercise that right.
Senator Warren, would you?
Okay, folks. He is rising in the polls. Now, the media is asking the President of the United States if he'll tell Vladimir Putin not to meddle in the elections. Julian Castro is rising in the polls. So Chuck Todd has him on Meet the Press this weekend. And go to number 14. Okay? All right? So Chuck Todd is asking Castro about his confrontation with O'Rourke. You see the face Chuck Todd? Chuck should have been saying, Castro, you said one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life. Can you clear it up? Are you that big of a dumbass? I mean, no, nobody has asked this guy How in the world, number 15, he's on Meet the Press, okay? This is Meet the Press. You said the stupidest thing. You are a total dumbass. I mean, who the hell told you to say trans, men, women, abortion? Who the hell told you to say that? You dumbass. But nope. Didn't happen. I'm going to run through some quick pictures. Don't you just like this, number 21, when you're watching one of these shows to see like Fox News contributor Donna Brazile? Okay, I guess you say, I'm not going to get to the rural hospital. Let's go to this one. I mean, this is just some dumbass moments. How about that? I don't care if you write that on the video. Dumbass moments by Democrats. Face the Nation. This is number 25. Francis is on there because he is tanked. He's gone. He's finished. I told you from day one he was an empty shirt. I told you he was gone from day one. Okay? So he's on there telling you that he's going to go across the border. Yes, he's going to go across the border and campaign to the asylum seekers. You're about you're a dumbass. I'm sorry, folks. Let's go with, see if we can give out any more dumbass awards. I don't want to call this guy a dumbass, okay? He's irrelevant. Number 33, we'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say bad words where former President Jimmy Carter is concerned, but he's a forgotten president. He's irrelevant, okay? So forget about that. He is irrelevant. Here's the polling. Number 36, most recent polling from 5/9, the most recent polling as of June 27th and 28th. This is after the debate, okay? According to Morning Consult, 2020 Democratic presidential nomination. This is from June 27th and 28th. This is after the debate, after the Kamala Harris, after, Joe's trying to figure out if busing, what the deal was on busing. Joe's still up 33%. Bernie Sanders is at 19%. He stayed flat. He did not move. We haven't talked about Sanders. Joe is down 5 points, but he's up with African Americans. Senator Kamala Harris has gone up 6 points to 12. Elizabeth Warren's at 12. Mayor Pete is down. Booker stayed flat. O'Rourke is down again. Yang is flat at 2. I'm going to tell you something, Francis O'Rourke. For the guy that the media turned into a rock star in Texas, because we out here knew all along that you have always been an empty shirt, okay? But the rock star they made you in Texas, all right, that has not translated nationally because they left you in the dust. You should know, Francis, you should see how fast the media will leave a candidate in the dust if it's not playing out. You are equal to Andrew Yang. Nobody knows Andrew Yang. 2%. You're through. Get out of the race. So, let me go through a couple more notes that I have. Oh, I don't want to leave this. I made Josh a promise when he saw all the pictures that he actually would use every picture. Let me say two things, okay? Google School, do you know what it is? The 2020, Google launched Google School several years ago. And your county, go look at it, has what they call Google School. Google handed out a bunch of tablets. Google set up a special thing for all teachers to be able to sign into, have their own accounts, students, everything. Google School. And they give you so many email addresses. Actually, on the face of it, you think it looks good. Now, we noticed, here's what Google knew several years ago. You take over the schools, you got it. You see, I've always said if you want to take the country back, you take over the schools. But that is not attractive. That is not something you want to see. That is nothing, that's not exciting. Not at all. But I always said, if you want to take the country back, you take back the schools. Guess who knew that? All along. The left. They took over the schools. Look at your media departments. Look at all the big grants, where the big grants came from in your media departments. Go to all your schools in America and look at the big grants and where they came from and all the strings tied to the grants. So you can go and say, my God, this high school's got, you know, thousands of dollars of the fanciest cameras you've ever seen and production equipment. See where they got the money. See what the rules are on it. See what they're teaching the kids in their media department. That's number one. Number two, check out Google School. If you think Project Veritas, oh, no. You think they uncovered what Google is doing to manipulate the 2020 election? Go see what Google School is doing to manipulate the future of this entire world. That's not a joke. And last but not least, free college tuition. Have you ever heard the first candidate stand on the stage and talk about how we've turned these universities into massive cities? South Bend, Indiana, Notre Dame, okay? Mayor Pete. Look at UGA. Look at University of Tennessee. We have turned our cities, these massive universities. There are professors, 6 figures, never teach a class. There's enormous multi-million-dollar buildings for school after school after school that are irrelevant, are not needed. But we have turned major cities, these universities, not into schools. They are cities within themselves. Go look at it. That's why when you talk about, nobody ever talks about repaying college loans. Nobody ever talks about it. You know, kid ought to go to college for a couple $1,000s a semester and be done. You know, $1,000, $2,000 a year and be done. Take some classes and be over with. No, not in these enormous government cities that we created in schools that are so blown up. There's no way. Nobody talks about it. Look at those things right there and then come back and tell me, Josh, I got to find a picture. I know it's 9:50 because it's time. It is time for Lauren Hunter's show, which is instant replay on Team FYN Sports. There was one more picture, and I know what you're going to say. Well, you didn't keep your word. Well, I'm just going to have to admit in public. Oh, I want to go to number 50. This is what they want you to believe happened at the Pride Parade. Okay? World Pride, thousands in New York City. All right? Here's what they want you to think happened is these nice people went through the city with balloons, and it was so cute and everything. Boom, boom, boom. Let me go with this. Number 67. Trump defends Saudi crown prince in case of murdered journalist. Go play the video today. It ran out of time of the journalist in Washington that was beat up, camera equipment stolen by Antifa. Go look at that. Shut the hell up about Khashoggi, okay? Go look. I got to close with this. Go look at Antifa. I think it's Washington State, attacks journalist, beats him, and steals his camera equipment, and he has to wait there for an ambulance and police to arrive. How about that? Where's the defense of that journalist today? I'm your host, BKP. I only get 2 hours a day, and wait a minute, and Lauren Hunter, instant replay, I have to go to my second job. Things are getting tight around here. They get tight. I got to go to my second job. Can you see that? U.S. Border Patrol. That's what I'm doing on the side. When I get done, I got to run down. Hey! What's his name? Francis is over across the border. I got to go down there and help. U.S. Border Patrol. You got it right here. That's my second job of the day. Stay tuned. Go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page. Team FYN Sports Facebook page. Instant Replay with Lauren Hunter coming right up at 10:10 this morning. I'll be back tomorrow.